live in a world where people need to know that there's a possibility that they can be hit in the mouth for saying stupid shit, racist shit, insensitive shit, bigoted shit, and ableist shit. Because right now it seems that historically, the only people who have had to suffer the consequences of their actions are those who provide equal and opposite reactions in situations where they are provoked by people in positions of power. You know, like Anita Hill for exposing Clarence Thomas, or Trayvon Martin for defending himself against George Zimmerman, or hell, being targeted at work for addressing racism and sexism. And some of y'all, loud as is kept, are doing that very thing, taking it another nuanced step by defending Will's actions by trying to blame them on Jada's emotions. Goodness gracious. Because at the end of the day, one's inability to keep their emotions and behavior in check at all times is a bad reflection on them, and not the outlandish micro and macroaggressions that got them there. Speak on it! Now, am I saying violence is the answer? Absolutely not. But we keep seeing more and more evidence of what occurs when people feel they can do and say what they want to do without repercussions, i.e. Putin invading Ukraine. Girl, shh. But you know me, it's never just based on my opinion. Let's get into the actual factuals. Mr. Christopher Rock, question. Has your career been so satiated with creative projects that you forgot that you did good hair? That you decided to make that movie yourself because your daughter had issues regarding her self-image? Too often, regardless of recognizing the issues that plague black women, many people are still used to making light of them, making the women responsible for them, or deducing them to fun and games. This was also made evident by all the white people that decided to chime in when 1, shut your ass up, instead of just observing, because 2, nobody asked you. As many of them made comparisons to Amy Schumer's roles, claiming it was way harsher than Chris Rock's, even when 1, her comments were about the movies these people made, which is completely appropriate for the occasion. 2, she did not make any attacks on people's appearances that were due to medical disabilities. I will say the stray about Jennifer's weight was uncalled for. And 3, her jokes were approved by the Academy beforehand. The problem is many of us, black and white, unfortunately, are oblivious to the depth of harm and violence that takes place when reminders of black women's trauma is laced into everyday conversation. And speaking of Amy, don't think I forgot about you, sis. Talking about I'm traumatized after seeing Will slap that man. Let me tell you something. White people been traumatizing the whole goddamn globe with their violence since before 1492 when Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Between you and Judd Apatow, Lexi, come get your daddy.